Hey guys. So today I want to talk about what I call vegan dilemmas, and some other things. And this isn't another vegan preach about why it's so awesome to be vegan, blah 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 blah, whatever. It's so irritating, and honestly, a lot of vegans that are like blah blah blah, you should be a vegan because you're supposed to be because it's better for the whole world. It's really irritating and no one wants to listen to you. Please stop. You're making the rest of us vegans that are a little more realistic just look like jerks. Okay, so this is what I go through on like a daily basis. Veganism, sometimes it feels like it's like a mental disorder. I don't want to sound offensive either because I'm bipolar. I have bipolar disorder. I have a binge eating disorder. I have a lot of disorders. I don't like to think of them as disorders. I just think of them as quirky ways of living, I guess. I don't know. That's another video in itself. I've like to talk about my treatment with bipolar disorder. But anyway, vegan dilemmas. Yeah, so you want to know what's in your food, of course, because you don't eat any animal products. You don't eat anything that comes from animals' bodies. It grosses you out after a while. I've been a vegan for a little over 4 years now. Oh my God. Anyway, there's just so many things that just frustrate you on a day-to-day basis. I don't want to sound anti-vegan either, because I do love that I am a vegan. I just feel a lot cleaner. So I can't eat anything if I can't read the label or if I don't see that it's just like a one ingredient thing, like a vegetable, a fruit, a whole grain, something. If I order rice or something that's cooked with water, I have to make sure it's not cooked with fish oil or some kind of animal broth. And a lot of people don't know if it is, and they'll just lie to you and say, yeah, sure, it's vegetarian, whatever. Or they'll just say it because they think you want to hear that, but you don't. You'd rather just hear, honestly, there's this in here, you might not want it. We're way more thankful for that. So that's one of them. My boyfriend Aiden likes to, well, he doesn't so much anymore, but before when we went to restaurants, before we even order water, he'd be like, this one's vegan. And I'd be like, okay, great, thanks. I was going to try to maneuver around the restaurant's menu and see if I could just order something without having to be like, I'm vegan. Because it's really annoying. I know how annoying it is. I'm a server. What else? Oh, taking medications with gelatin, like capsules with gelatin on the outside of them. That's really frustrating. Like I said, I'm bipolar. I recently, very recently, like within a few weeks, finally got onto a medication program for bipolar disorder. I've tried everything. I really have. I've tried every natural method you could think of. I've changed my diet. It's one of the big reasons I went vegan. It did help for a while, but I just think of it as a diabetic needs insulin. A bipolar person needs some kind of antidepressant. That's just the way it is. Eventually you'll need it. You may go through phases where you're manic for a long time and you feel on top of the world, and that's how I felt for years, and I just felt like if I took an antidepressant I wouldn't be myself anymore. But the days you spend crying are not worth the days you spend on top of the world. But anyway, like I said, vegan dilemmas and other things. This is my this is my other thing. But yeah, any vitamins that I try to take with gelatin, or I can't eat gummy bears anymore. That's really frustrating. Going to family events and them trying to feed me, and I'm a feeder too. I love giving people food. I always make sure people are comfortable and fed and have water or whatever. I have to just be like, no, I'm vegan, I can't. And then they'll just be like, can't you just this once? No, I really can't. I really can't. It's been years and they don't understand sometimes and I feel bad. Cause I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm really not. It's a weird thing. It's like a compulsion. I really can't. Like, I physically cannot put some things in my system. I'll get sick. Um, Stuff like that. So it kind of makes you antisocial. I obviously don't go to Thanksgiving dinners. Well, that and Thanksgiving's this bullshit holiday. I think it should be taken away, just like Columbus Day. Go Seattle! No more Columbus Day. Um, yeah, that should just be another day to celebrate Native Americans. Why only give them one in certain cities? That's stupid. Again, that's another video. Yeah, guys. It's frustrating. Life is just frustrating. And then the whole, if I'm not eating meat and everyone else is, what's the point? I don't need to be another person in that crowd. I don't need to be another person consuming flesh. There's that whole compulsion thing. Just calling it flesh grosses me out enough to not want to eat it. Your taste buds change too. After a while, all meat will taste like blood and just, it's not good. I've had meat accidentally, like just broth. Like I've had some like vegetables that were cooked in chicken. It tasted awful. I accidentally ate soup with beef broth and it just tasted like salty blood. I'm not even exaggerating. It's terrible. Um, yeah, accidentally getting slipped meat is horrible because you just feel dirty and I hate to sound like such a wuss, but you just really feel sick because you're not used to having that in your body. There's a lot of carcinogens in cooked meat, and you feel like clammy and kind of flu-like for a couple hours, and then it goes away. And yeah, it's probably a placebo effect, but there's been times where I ate something with meat and didn't realize it until way later, and I felt sick. Anyway, I didn't know that I consumed meat, so I don't see how that was a placebo effect at all. Hmm. Oh, another one. Oh, my boyfriend's mother is so sweet. She buys me clothes, and she got a winter coat that had down in it, and I was like, I can't do that. Or she'll buy me wool socks. Oh, I can't. And yeah, I know the animal's not really dying or anything, and a lot of wool can be, you know, ethically farmed or whatever, but it's still like the whole thing, not consuming animal products. I don't see why I would wear wool. I'd rather just not. I'd rather just avoid it. I never liked leather. Even before I was a vegan, I thought wearing leather was really strange. I never understood that one. Yeah, that's about it. Uh, so life is hard. And it's hard for everyone, not just vegans, but I think we all try to be good people in the end, or most of us. Some of us don't care, which is just sad. But, have a good day, everybody. Love ya. I thought of vegan dilemmas too. I have to feed my cats meat because I'm not fucked up. And my cats have fangs and claws, and they obviously need meat. I can't deny them that. But I buy grain-free, grass-fed beef. God, I even hate saying that. Cat food. And I take them to the vet, and they're good, healthy cats, and they're happy. Another vegan dilemma. Shampoo, makeup, hair dye, anything. I don't dye my hair right now. It usually gets blonde in the sun, but I live in Seattle where there's no sun, so it looks pretty brown. Unless I'm in a bright light, then it looks kind of blonde. But anyway. Yeah, all those products, I buy them on Amazon, so it's pretty cheap. That wasn't an Amazon plug, by the way. I just buy them online. Bleep it if you have to. Yeah. So I have, beeswax and honey is another thing. Some vegans consume it, some don't. Honey is not too much of a big deal for me. Like, I don't buy it directly. I avoid buying things that have honey in it. But if like I buy something at a restaurant that has like granola on it, most granola has honey in it, and I'll still eat the granola. That'll be my treat. That's my big naughty vegan guilt trip for the day. Sitting on leather couches is weird. What else? Yeah. So lots of products and soaps and stuff have like beeswax, or they test on animals a lot, but that's really easy to find cruelty-free stuff. Finding cruelty-free and vegan is a little harder. Mm. Yeah, there's probably going to be a vegan dilemma part 3, and I might repeat some things, but it's complicated sometimes. But it's worth it in the end. Hopefully I'll live a long time. I could get hit by a bus. I don't know. I say all the time I could be vegan for 40 years and I'll just get hit by a bus, but I'll try not to be a pedestrian too often, I